We got ourselves chill. Wait, whoa. I keep thinking it's gonna do chill pills, but never does because the whole UI is bugged. You think Sensei would be number 4, Wild Dip would be number 5, but that's peachy. We got ourselves DV Plox. We got ourselves chill pills, and my man's Wild Imp. How you doing? The one, the only one. This is one. You guys remember one? One. We gotta play some. Actually, your alliance, so that's not gonna work. But if you ever go horde, or if you have a horde alt, we gotta play something. We got ourselves team 2. We got ourselves Dale, Raw Dale in here. With Chicago in the back. We got ourselves Swervy looking. I wasn't gonna say curvy, but not really. We got ourselves Roly Poly, as well as Stata, the Demon Hunter. It looks like maybe the DH is going up first. The DH is going up first versus Chill Pills, the Frosty King, taking off the helm, putting on the crown on his big old head where it belongs. Big brain plays out of this man. Big damage to Satya. What is this? The Obliterates are just chunking this guy out. Through Blur. Blind onto Satya. Trick his butt is going to be a pod. Chill Pills burn through all those defenses of Satya so quickly. The only one that was missing was the darkness. And Chill Pills is the darkness. Swervy rolling up as Chill Pills gets himself a proper shield. He's going to have to go for a little bit of a self-heal with a little bit of that slow burner damage. Shield of Vengeance available for Swervy. Chill Pills does summon the pet ahead of time to give himself a bit of a heal. As the cell does dip down short, stun with the pet, blind on Chill Pills. Does Swervy go for a setup? Going to be some biggie damage onto Chill Pills. Stun. He could IBF it if he needs to. Does he go for it? Decides against it. Does not see the wings. Decides I need to survive. Getting himself quite a bit of health, and as goes to Remorseless Winter again. Waiting for Swervy to really commit some cooldowns before Chill Pills goes for a big setup. Has a lot of defenses still available. AMS, IBF, and as well as Lichborn hasn't been used. It looks like he's able to recover quite a bit of health. Death striking as much as possible, with Obliterates to supplement all that runic power. Big old hammer hanging over his head. Might have to AMS. There's going to be a slow onto Swervy. Does he have the mobility? Hand of Freedom is up. There's going to be Death Pact available for Chill Pills with an AMS to follow right after him. Doing quite a bit of damage to Swervy. Could be a defensive Swervy. Does he go for the bubble? Actually going to go for the Word of Glories. Does he get the bubble? There goes the bubble. And Chill Pills got a pretty massive defense out of him. Lichborn is down. Anti-Magic Zone comes in. Goes wings for Swervy. Does he play defensive with those wings? Is going to go for a lot of self-heals. Chill Pills taking around in that Anti-Magic Zone with a blind Swervy and a slow right after. Going to try to see if he can bail out of there. Going for this Lichborn. Catching up with quite a bit of heals. That's going to be lots of runic power converting into a self-heal. Swervy with those wings. Wings are down, so there it goes. Not going to be seeing those for quite a while. 7 minutes on the bubble. Chill Pills with his Frosty Aura. Swervy having to go for massive reheals. There's going to be short wings for a second. Chill Pills having to see if he can deal with those wings as best as he can. There's going to be a normal human racial out of it. Holding the IBF for a little bit later. Trying to keep Swervy at bay, far away for a little bit. Just going for the first aid. This is Swervy trying to land a heal. I think that's what he's trying to do. Slow Swervy down, get him to go for a heal, interrupted, and put pressure on the pallet. But Swervy got himself lots of self-heals. Big helping hand coming down for Chill Pills. Lots of damage available. Cooldowns up and running. Swervy actually has to play defensively so hard. And that's actually might not be able to survive. That Chill Pills taking him out. Clawing him down with a Fleshcraft right after. I don't think he actually might get the benefit of Fleshcraft from defeating him. And Chicago's next, but Chill Pills knows he needs to take that momentum over Frost DK. He doesn't have the opportunity to get that shield to fall off and needs to go for big damage. He sees Ghost Wolves blind Chicago with a Chain of Ice, letting him kind of just waddle over to Chill Pills over time, but doesn't need to deal with it immediately. Immediate threat denied. The Ghost Wolves did allow Chicago to build up some Maelstrom, but the damage together with that Maelstrom at least didn't hit him. Gonna be a stun hitting Chill Pills for a second. Chicago not really committing a lot of damage. Is still burning through this Fleshcraft shield, which is quite massive. So Chill Pills got lots of value out of it, especially with that Paladin. Chicago does have a lot of self-heals though, so for Chill Pills, this is going to be a long game with another class that also has lots of self-heals as long as they have the mana. Pet coming out for Chill Pills as he got himself the Pillar of Frost rolling with a little bit of that Remorseless Winter. Going for a big Obliterates back-to-back. Chicago needs to go for a massive heal. Wall is available. Do they go for the Chain Harvest? Could be a pretty massive heal for him. Ascendance rolling out. Chill Pills better play defensively on this one. He's still continuing to swing that massive maze back and forth. Where's Chicago? AMS is available. Trying to go for a little bit extra self-heals. Sacrifice to the pet as the Chain Harvest comes out. Probably a good move. And there goes the blind on the cooldowns for Chicago. Chill Pills still has plenty of health to work with here. Can go for Lichborn, I believe. And might have to. Going for the Obliterates, trying to rank up the damage of that Remorseless Winter as it's ramping up little by little. Deathpact comes out before the Sunder comes in, and there goes the Frostman's Fury. Missing that interrupt. Chicago is going to be able to get all the heals as well as trying to go for a Hex. Try to see if you can get some kind of CC on Chill Pills, preventing them from healing or doing damage or getting cooldowns back up. Not a bad idea. Not a terrible idea. Chill Pill still has plenty of defense available. IBF has not been used at all. Anti-magic zone against Chicago with so much nature damage and fire damage it does is actually huge. And there goes the helping hand, the extra arm, the extra support that Chill Pills needs, man. You know what I mean? An extra arm in the kitchen while he's trying to find a way to prepare the shaman. Actually, I had to mount up for a second just to catch up. But Chicago with the mobility just avoided the helping hand. The extra abomination limb pretty easily. And Chip is now a little bit on the defensive stance. And Chicago is rolling in to get cooldowns in 30 seconds. Nice blind on to Chicago as Chilpills again. Able to get himself a little bit of ramp up. Stun coming out. Does he have anything for it? Looks like he's just going to AMS it. And again, we're just waiting for Chilpills to get cooldowns back. Chicago should be getting some CDs back very, very soon. Chilpills at least has the Earth Elemental to generate resources off of. So that's pretty good for him. IBF back up for Chilpills, so we're waiting for him, seeing if we might be able to climb out of this. But the healing of Chicago and just the consistent damage of the enhancement shaman. I mean, Chilpills has been able to survive, but it doesn't really look like he has any advantage. Grip in Chicago quite far. Does have mobility to stay with Chicago as much as possible. Chain of Ice is being used to slow him down. Wait, he might actually be able to have the mobility to stay with Chicago. Does he get that kick? He needs a kick right now. He still has available. Chicago does go down. He just needed to line up some mad mobility of a Death Knight. As we know, there's speeder bikes. You know what I mean? Death Knights are straight up speeder bikes, boys. We know how they do. All the mobility. Just to make sure Abomination Limb does get to claw out Chicago. And Roly Poly is going to be up next as the shot up is getting disrupted on the mind game. Shilpa's looking to bail out of there. Is slowed down quite a bit. Void Eruption trying to come out for Roly. And Shilpills is going to have to take it a little bit slower here. 28% dampener. Not much you could really do against a shot up base without any big CDs. Blind into Roly with a slow. Roly does not have a trinket for this and playing the human racial. Not even playing Relentless or anything. So probably double damage trinkets for him. As Chilpa's trying to get himself a bit of a heal. Health actually down. Looks like the trinket Battle Masters did wear out on Roly with whatever dots left over, taking him out. The DK played it to the very end. The nice setup onto Chicago, but there's only so much you can do. At 31% dampen in particular, those games had to end much faster for him to be able to go from one to the next to the next. I mean, even at 70% dampening, Legendborn healing was just barely doing it for him. Sensei is going to be up next as a Windwalker Monk trying to catch a couple of V5s with Roly. Getting images back up and running. As Roly goes in for a massive heal. Do they survive this though? Zuen might take him out. Zuen does the big old leap, crushing the priest under his paws. Zuen leaps into the sky so quick and easily, like a butterfly. It's like he's light like a feather, but not really. It's just strong, dude. That's just them big old legs. Just grace. Grace of the Zuen Tigers. Sensei is going to back up away from Dalaran as we hit on that 10-minute, almost 11-minute mark. 35% dampener. And I would say the Paladin in this duel has the advantage on the solo heals. Sensei getting hit with a hard trinkets out of it. Seeing the big damage out of Dalaran with an end cap. Rolling out of there immediately. Waiting now to see if he might be able to get himself a bit of a good reset. Waiting out for CDs at the very least. Did Dalaran use the real wings, right? Must have been real wings. Because I was thinking that the wings would normally light up. They wouldn't be putting cooldown that fast, but it's like maybe a minute long wings into Alexio by Sensei. Does he have anything to follow? Fist of Fury, a little bit of damage. Elroth, Word of Glory is still maintaining himself as long as he's spending and building that holy power. He needs to build a lot of it. Kind of sitting out in the middle, going for a more just stand still, concentrating on rotation playstyle, trying to get some biggie damage on the Sensei. Could go for a bubble and eliminate Sensei if he wants to. Swap it to the images, trying not to use his big defenses just yet, waiting for the right opportunity. Sensei getting quite a bit of karma healing out of it, but at this dampening though. 41, not the biggest. Looks like Dalroth waited out for opportunity. Does he have enough to edit here? Does he have the damage? Sensei super low into maybe some hammers, throwing in the hammers. Judgment needs to come out. Sensei getting out of there, bailing out. In cap of the Dalroth as he hits it with a slow, trying to go for verifies. Knows he can't really outrun the Paladin with that slow right now. Didn't have the rolls available, I guess. And Dalroth just a slow walk-in disaster for Sensei. Does land the disarm onto the Pala. Zuen is coming out right now. She'll be able to get quite a bit of damage with the big, massive damage out of Dalroth. Sensei going for a leg sweep. Not willing to break that Shield of Vengeance. Got himself some heals. Dalroth super low on health too, but he got himself plenty of Word of Glory. It's just the recovery. He can still, while not super mobile, he can at least keep running at the enemy as long as he has something to hit, like a Zuen, giving him quite a bit of holy power. He's able to top himself off, saving the bubble, saving the bob, and waiting for the wings to come online. And Sensei is not playing the normal trinket. He's playing the human racial. Incap onto Dalroth as he had a judgment ready for him. and ready to swing. Next wings, the next Hodge, if Dalaran has the resources for it, he could really do some damage to Sensei. Might even get the one shot. His paladin got quite a bit of damage. Sensei closing in as the disarm comes out. Dalaran just kind of waiting it out until his weapons back. Offensive fear flying with weapons of war. Does Dalaran have the big damage? He does have the wings. Going for the Templars. Does he have the big setup? Big judgments came out. Does he have the mobility to catch up? Sensei could be in trouble here. More hammers flying. Karma available. Does he finally go for a bob or a bubble? Look at just burn through the karma. Sensei not getting a lot of that good karma healing. And Dalaran still maintaining himself while wings are up. Just a juggernaut. While those glorious wings are rolling, the flash of lights do have to come out as he just can't hit anything. And this is where we see the paladins actually starting to struggle. The word of glory healing is quite efficient because of a talent, healing hands. That gives you extra healing for word of glory the lower the target of your heal is. Same thing with lay on hands too. It also reduces lay on hands cooldown, I think, based on... Actually, no, lay on hands, I think, same healing, but it reduces the cooldown the lower the target's health is. So the lower they are, the shorter the lay on hands heal is going to be next. Dalaran got himself shield advantage. Sensei, look at that, he's gonna dip in health as he breaks it. The shield does lose value as we are in 51% dampening, and it's gonna be a big old port for Sensei. The human racial has been used. Dalaran just used one more Hodge. So far, no bubble, no bop has been used. Can Sensei somehow just break through the health and surprise Dalaran? Can you combine some cooldowns together with maybe weapons of order, Zoan, and images, and just go for a massive kick, and just Dalaran just falls over very easily? Is that a possibility? Is gonna get the Zoan up and running? Just a fear of flying. Dalaran still continues to go for as much damage. Word of glory. He believes in a light. Bubble does come out as he decides, you know what, the healing is not enough. And Sensei does force out a massive defensive out of him now. Does Sensei turn it around and go in while the forbearance is up? It might actually be the play. As Dalaran got himself judgments rolling. Hodges Sensei, does he have anything for it? Looks like the Zoan images are doing stuff. May have enough damage. Karma coming out. Does he have the bob? Looks like disarmed. The paladin actually can't do much about this. It looks like he's gonna go down. Sensei taking him out at the very end, doing a little bit of a dance. Not really sure he needed to throw a flag at the guy. I thought it was a really nice duel. Very close encounter by the both of them. Very well played by both of the competitors. Let's get another up and running, boys. Do you even use the Warlock Hellstones? God, that's true honor. Damn.